So if z and w are two non-zero complex numbers such that mod z equals to modulus of w, and the condition is given that argand of z plus argand of w equals to pi. Okay, argand of z plus argand of w equals to pi, then the z is, okay, then the value of z in terms of what is w, okay, in terms of w. Okay, now what he has given this question is modulus of z is equals to modulus of w, and argument of z1 plus argument of w equals to pi. So we can write this is as, how to write this as, let consider in the Euler's form as, let consider z1 equals to r into e power I theta 1 and z2 equals to r into e power, sorry, not z2, here z and w. Okay, so to consider the first one as z as r into e power I theta 1, and the next one is w as r into e power I theta 2. Okay, here what is the argument of z now? The argument of z is theta 1, and here we can write it as argument of w is theta 2. Okay, now we can write it as what it is from the given condition, arg of z plus arg of w equals to pi. Then we can write it as theta 1 plus theta 2 equals to pi. Okay, from this one we can write it as theta 1 equals to, okay, theta 1 equals to pi minus theta 2. Okay, theta 1 equals to pi minus theta 2. Now consider whatever the z. Why? Because we need to represent the z. So what is z? Z is equals to r into e power I theta 1. Now replace the theta 1 with pi minus theta 2. Okay, r into e power, what is pi minus I times of pi minus theta 2. Now we can write this is as r into e power I pi into e power minus I theta 2. Okay, so we know that if omega equals to r into e power I theta 2 and its conjugate can be written as omega conjugate equals to r into e power minus I theta 2 is the conjugate. So now we can write it as, so what it is, e power I pi into r into e power minus I theta 2. Okay, r into e power minus I theta 2. And what is e power I pi? So what is e power I theta? E power I theta equals to cos theta plus I sin theta, and conjugate is nothing but cos theta minus I sin theta. Then we can write this as e power minus I theta. Okay, so now what it is, cos pi plus I sin pi. So what is the value of cos pi? Which is equals to minus 1 into, now r into e power minus I theta 2. So what is r into e power minus I theta 2, which can be written as w conjugate. So finally we can write this is as, so what is z equals to minus w conjugate. Okay, z equals to minus w conjugate. This is a one way to solve the given solution. So what he has given, z is equals to minus w conjugate. That means the option B is correct. Okay, if we consider the Euler's form, directly by using the argument conditions, okay, directly by using the argument conditions we will obtain the required solution. But here in the question he has given that, why he has given mod z equals to mod w. Okay, let we solve this in another way. Okay, we solve this in another way. So what it is, so now I am considering what he has given, arg of z plus arg of w equals to pi, and we know that, so what is arg of a plus arg of b? Arg ab. So from the properties of argument we can write as arg ab, arg z into w equals to pi. Okay, arg z into w equals to pi. So now if, now what it is, if any complex number, okay, the argument of a complex number is pi, Okay, the argument of a complex number is pi. Then what it is, for example, we have a z equals to cos pi plus iota times of sine pi, and we get the result as z is equals to cos pi as minus 1 plus it is 0. So if it is a pi, okay, whatever it is, so the argument is pi, then the complex number is a negative real number. The argument is pi, then the complex number is a negative real number. Then we can write this is as, now argument of a complex number is pi. Now the z into w can be written as a, what it is, a negative real number. Let I am considering the real number as alpha. Okay, argument of z into w is a negative real number. Now if we apply a modulus, then what will get, z into mod of z into w as mod minus alpha. Then we can write as mod z into mod w equals to simply alpha. Whereas he has given that the condition, what is the condition he has given? Mod z equals to mod w. If we replace the z with w, okay, mod w equal to mod w. Why? Because mod z equals to mod w, which is equals to alpha. Then we can write as mod of w square equals to alpha. Mod of w square equals to alpha. Now we'll consider the condition. Okay, now we'll consider this condition. What is the condition? Z into w equals to minus alpha. From this one we need to obtain z. What is asking? He is asking for z in terms of w, so we can write as minus alpha by w. If we rationalize with minus w conjugate by minus w conjugate, then what we'll get over here? Minus alpha into, okay, minus alpha into what we'll get? Minus w conjugate by, and w into w conjugate, what will get? W into w conjugate mod w whole square. What is? Z into z conjugate equals to mod z whole square from the properties. Then we can write in this manner. So z, and we obtained mod w whole square as alpha. Z equals to minus alpha into minus w conjugate by mod w whole square is alpha. If we cancel out this, finally we'll obtain z is equals to minus of w conjugate. Okay, either with the help of using the regular properties. So this is one method. So just before we discussed another method. So what it is, using the Euler's formula. So this is another method. By using the two methods we can solve this solution. We'll get the required result as minus w conjugate. Okay, so he has given argument of z plus argument of w. Here a property arg of z1 z2 equals to arg z1 plus z2. And another important point here to consider, if any complex number argument is pi, okay, any complex number argument is pi, so now the complex number must be a negative real number. If the complex number is negative real number and its argument is pi, so from this one we can find the required solution. So this is the way of finding the solution. We can find the solution in two different ways. Thank you.